Today for the Bitcoin price, guys, I have some very good but also some very bad news for you if you are a Bitcoin holder. I want to be talking about that. I actually record that in the moment the daily candle open. I was waiting for you. I'm tired AF, but I wanted to wait for the Monday daily candle to open because I was talking about before how this will be the moment of truth. So I want to be talking about what price targets I am expecting for Bitcoin, what my updated view on the Bitcoin price is, and more importantly, what am I doing with my trades before, and where I am actually going to open my next trade for Bitcoin. I will be talking about all of that in this specific video, so watch it until the very end. Smash up the like button if you appreciate me staying up and making this video tired AF. Smash it up right now and leave your comments in the comment section down below. Maybe your favorite and so on. So I want to be talking here about the Bitcoin price right now in the immediate short term on the 4-hourly candles. Quickly, I wanted to go over to something. Look at this. Quickly, before I go into the charts, look at these lovely comments. Karen was posting to me on Twitter, I'm a single mom who is learning how to secure the future for my children. Absolutely grateful for you, Chris. Just want to give you some positivity. How beautiful is this? Me too, guys. I'm a single mom of an Asperger's youth. I'm so blessed by your info. Man, I hope God blesses you, man. I wish you all the best, all like prosperity and abundance. It's beautiful. Look at George. I was an entrepreneur with zero money. Now, thanks to you, Chris, I can pay my bills. I could cry, man. You are a hero. Thanks, man. This is so much. This is just even more beautiful than you guys sharing your profits here, which is like thousands of you. Single dad doing the same here. We need ya, Chris. Chris, you're a good person. I mean, how crazy is this? This is something I'm gonna be talking about later on. Stick here with me until the very end, but now I want to talk about the price here. Just very quickly, guys, thank you so much for all your, I have to switch the camera quickly. Thank you so much for all your feedback, for all the love in the comments. You are sharing your profits there with your trades you are making here based upon my trading signals, but also these lovely comments, how it is changing your life. This really cheers me up. This is my purpose, guys. This is the reason why I'm staying awake and why I am making these videos here in the nighttime for you. Thank you so much for that. Honestly, this made my day. This makes my day every single day. So really, thank you so much. I just can't repeat it enough. Let me go into the charts, guys. I just really I'm close to tears always when I'm reading that. So what I was talking about here before is that Bitcoin was not only forming these two cup and handle patterns where in the second one we broke out. The first one already met perfectly the price target I actually predicted based upon another pattern. But now I just discovered that it is 2 times the same pattern here. Now we broke out again. So the question arises, are we going to reach the price target here all the way up at the 73,000 US dollar level, or are we going to be rejected down here? And this is already where the good and bad news comes. So let me start with that. Before I'm talking about, I wanted to remind you quickly, or if you didn't watch the videos before, we got like 120, 130,000 views. My price targets are 67,000 for the Fibonacci golden ratio and the 73,000 US dollar level here if this trade turns out to be successful. If we are breaking down, if we are not getting volume in here, I would close. I would put a stop loss below the neckline here, below the neckline, very importantly, just to make sure. But I wanted to show you something. So let me talk about that. And as you can see, I was talking about the CME futures, right? Let me quickly go over here. This is the good news. This is the good news so far. And quickly, before I'm going into the CME futures and share the good news with you, I, of course, wanted to talk about my trades as well, because I told you I will talk about my trades. You see, my trade is open. I do put my money where my mouth is. On the top left side, 2.5 million US dollars in a profit on FEMAX here, 42 Bitcoin. I am having these trades still open. And the same thing actually goes also for my trade over on Bybit. If I'm going over here to my Bybit trade, you can see 10.4 Bitcoin and 10.5 Bitcoin profit, approximately like 650,000. This goes also for all my other trades. They are still open. Yes, guys, they are still open, these trades. And I am planning to close them at least partially here very soon, but I am having them open because the confirmation signs are not coming yet. If we are going below the specific level I was mentioning earlier, I will take some chips from the table, but I will still remain the rest in, and I will be talking about why this is the case. But more importantly, I wanted to talk a little bit here about the good news, all the positivity up front, before I talk about the very bad news here, guys. And please stick here with me. So first of all, what you can see here, and please stay until the very end, this is actually groundbreaking. So we had a few CME gaps, and I was talking about how today maybe there's going to be a big CME gap once again. It really depends on the opening price for Bitcoin. And you know, usually CME gaps close, but this is why I didn't trade them. I told you a few months ago, big warning, I don't trade them because institutions are not really bringing the boat back again. Since they are maybe in the boat right now, and their incentive is actually to keep the boat rolling and not to bring it back. So this is why I told you maybe this time it will be different. But we don't even have to care about that. We don't even have to wonder, because if I'm zooming in here, you can see what a coincidence. The Bitcoin price dumped before the CME actually opened. And that's why we don't even have a gap on the CME. Even though we pumped on the weekend, we went down. And you can see that if I am going back to the chart here, which chart was it? Yeah, I can actually, let me just use this chart here. And I'm going to the hourly candles. Then you can see, let me quickly, just a second, guys. Yeah, this is when you make a video when you are tight. Look at this. How we got the dump just before the CME opened, before the daily candle opened, we dumped down. And this is the reason why we are not having a CME gap. So even though they want to bring the boat back, they don't have to. The gap is already closed. Does not mean we don't have to be cautious here. I would still, let me quickly go back. I would still, my ladies and gentlemen, still put a stop loss down below. If you are in a profitable trade, don't turn a profitable trade into a losing trade. Well, we always want to take profits. So this is why in the last 10 months, all of our trades were profitable. Sounds like a miracle. It is a miracle, to be honest. Usually that's not the case. This is not reflecting reality, but this is reality actually right now. So let's keep it like that, at least as long as we can. Put your stop loss in a break even maybe, or even in a profit. That could be a good thing. Of course, I will be talking about where I am going to take profits as well. But I wanted to talk about this bad news. About, maybe you saw it already here in the title. And besides all the good news, I mean, we are having these crazy price targets. We are having institutions opening. It seems like some institutions are not in the same opinion here, and this is why I love to talk about on-chain metrics. Let me quickly go over here into these on-chain metrics. What you can see here is the number of entities with a balance of 1,000 Bitcoin. This means this is the number of whales, so to speak. And what you can see here is the number of whales in the last 10 years, 10, 11 years, so to speak. And I want to talk about that later on quickly here. This is the total, but I want to go into 2013 and also into this year, 2021. What we can see here is the biggest miners dump, which started a few days ago, and which today, just a few hours ago, continued. We have seen since, listen to this, since 7 to 8 years. Since 2013, we have not seen such a big dump. What you can see is the orange line is representing the number of ways, the number of entities holding more than at least 1,000 Bitcoin. So every single address here represented on the left-hand side, 2,200 addresses here on the left-hand side is representing one whale address. So we can see that the number of whale addresses was going from 2,250 all the way down here to the bottom of the orange line to 2,000. So we are talking about a dip of more than 10% of the whale entities dumping their Bitcoin. This is crazy. And the last time we have seen that was in 2013. And that was a few weeks, 3 or 4 weeks before the Mt. Gox crash, before the bull market actually ended. So the question is, did the whales know something? Was that like collusion, cartel behavior or so? Who knows? The only thing we know is the same thing is happening right now. How is that to be evaluated in the whole context, in the grand scheme of things? And this is what we are going to evaluate here. This is the number of whale addresses in the last 9 or 10 years. And you can see we saw this big dump here all the way back in 2013. Did we see that before? Well, in 2017 it changed. We never saw these big dumps, but we saw continuous dumping into the market, onto the retail investors. Already starting here when we broke the all-time high, the waves started dumping into the bull market. So this is the smart money. The waves are the smart money. As you can see, they started buying here again in the beginning of 2019. Look down, they started to buy again and they continually bought, and I called that a very bullish sign. So of course, them selling now is not a bullish sign. The only important thing to consider is here, to who are they selling? Who are they actually selling to? And let me go back into the face mode here. Who are they selling to? Are they, these whales actually still, are they taking profits and selling OTC onto other institutions? This is the important question right now. One important fact to mention is though, 10% of the whales, and that is huge. It's like hundreds of whales just started selling Bitcoin a few days ago. And this is at least a sign of caution we have to keep in mind now. On top of that, we still don't have any volume backing up the 60,000 US dollar pump. I'm still in my trades, yes, but I am more cautious than I have ever been in the last 12 months. Now I'm more cautious than I have ever been, and I feel obligated to tell you so. So now I will, maybe even the first time, play with a stop loss. I'm significantly in profit, but maybe with a take profit here below the current price, where I can make sure that at least I'm taking chips from the table when the market is going against me. I still have the 67,000 US dollar target. I still have the 73,000 US dollar target. Well, but I want to be prepared for that. And I want you to be prepared as well. Do the whales know something we don't know? Maybe yes, maybe no. But the on-chain metrics are flashing the signal, which we have not seen since 7 or 8 years. And this is definitely, can say what you want, something we have to notice. No matter how to interpret that, this is something we have to notice. By the way, guys, if you actually want to support the channel and get 700 US dollars on top, well, we are trading Bitcoin incredibly profitably. We are probably the most profitable community in the world, proven by the comments. I mean, we are changing lives here. It's absolutely beautiful. I have a 700 US dollar bonus link for you, a welcome link. If you go to the pinned comment, you get $700 for free. If you click these links after your initial deposit, you get $700 for free, and you can trade on Bybit and Phemex. I showed you my trades there on Bybit and Phemex. Actually, I'm using both of these exchanges. With these 700 US dollar bonuses for free, you can withdraw the profits for free and add them to your holding portfolio. I think that is a fair deal. You get a bonus, I get a bonus. So thank you so much for that. Of course, thank you so much for smashing up the like button. I mean, that was an exciting episode. Next thing I'm gonna do after uploading is definitely sleeping, guys. It's like 1 a.m. in the morning here. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your continuous support. And I just can't thank you enough for like all your feedback here down below. Like really, it brings me very close to tears to see not only your profits, but really how people's lives are changing. This is beautiful. This is my purpose. Thank you so much for that. And we will see each other very soon at the next one of MMCrypto. And as always, guys, bye-bye.